Buenas tardes a todos. I come across some interesting rules for Spain that I wasn't aware of, so I thought let's quickly run through some of the rules that you might not be aware of if you come to live in Spain. So we're going to talk about rubbish, we're going to talk about flip-flops and everyday rules that you just may not know that might surprise you. Now, living in Spain is a dream for loads of people. You know, endless sunshine most of the time, great food, beautiful views. But now and again, you know, living in Spain throws you a wee curveball that you might not be aware of. So here's a wee gentle course on a few everyday rules that might catch you off guard. The first thing, taking out your rubbish has a schedule. Yep. Most towns in Spain have specific evening hours for taking out the rubbish. In winter it's usually after 7 p.m. and in summer it's usually after around 8:30 p.m. Now you might think, well, why would that be? Because it's so hot here. You know, if you dump out your rubbish first thing in the morning and it's sitting in a hot bin all day, it's going to stink to high heaven. So technically you really should only take your rubbish out at night rather than during the day. Did you know that? Let me know in the comments if you did or if you didn't. Next one. Spain does its best, you know, to do recycling. And there's fairly standard colour-coded bins all around the place. So, you know, greens for glass, blue for paper, yellow plastic and cans, brown, grey, black, organic, or sort of general waste. In some places there's actually no recycling on Sundays at all. So keep that in mind. The next thing is there's something called Punto Limpio. It's basically where the big trash goes to rest. So any old furniture, broken household items, anything that you finish with, it's a big item. Take it to your town's local Punto Limpio. Usually there's no appointment needed. Just show up during their opening hours and just drop the stuff off. That's the official rules. There are other ways to deal with big stuff, but I'm sure you've come across that in the past on your own. And just a couple of driving tips as well that you may not be aware of. So driving with flip-flops. So flip-flops, sandals, that kind of thing, is technically not allowed. Now, I believe it's a bit of a grey area with regards to the law. So it's not illegal, but the police can do you for not being in full control of the vehicle because of your footwear. So just keep a pair of driving shoes in the boot, that's all I do, and I just drive with those. Eating while driving is also a no-no. You might think I'll just grab something on the move and eat it while I'm driving, but if you're caught, you know that's big fines. So best thing to do is just pull over and you take 5 minutes out of your day to enjoy your tostada or your bocadillo in peace. Next one's phones. So obviously you've got to keep your eyes on the road. So holding a phone, texting, or even just, you know, quickly checking on something while it's in a phone holder. They're all risky and you can be fined. Again, and it's not actually using the phone that's the offence, it's not being in full control of the vehicle. Well, this is what I've been told anyway, so maybe you know better. And if you do, as always, let me know in the comments. So just, use Bluetooth, go hands-free. Spain takes this seriously, although one of my neighbours was hit by a guy who was on the phone, and when they pointed it out, the police, they weren't that interested, to be honest, because I think, nobody had been hurt, nobody was injured, so they just kind of waved it all off and said, carry on. So just be aware that Spain has a few rules that might feel a bit odd at first, but once you know them, it's pretty easy to work within them. Okay, so hopefully you found that information useful. I picked it up from a Facebook page called Spain Savvy Community. So their page looked like it's full of lots of information like that. So, head on over to their Facebook page and have a wee look for more tips like that. Yes, I'm just wandering around the back streets of a little village here just to see what's going on, which is not a lot to be honest. So I'm going to do more videos about living in Spain. More information about actually coming here to live. I've already covered quite a bit of subject matter in some of my other videos, so go to the channel link, visit the channel and have a look at the previous videos that I've done. I'm also going to be doing videos on changing your UK car over to Spanish registration, so matriculating that to Spain, show you how we did that. And I'm working on a video which is going to allow you to apply for your own non-lucrative visa, and I know there are lots of companies out there who will help you do that, but we did ours ourselves, and to be honest, it was a fairly straightforward and simple process, and nowhere near as hard as people would suggest it was going to be. So what I want to do is take you through that process so that if you fancy doing it on your own, then you can. So hopefully we'll find out. Sorry, big beastie just landed on my hand there, sorry about that. Get used to the beasties in Spain if you come to live as well. They're around everywhere. So yeah, so hopefully you'll find the non-lucrative visa video helpful as well. And there will be loads more as I keep working my way through, so look out for those in the future. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Hasta luego.